Hi everybody, I'm Aimee DeRoehn with Road Home and Power Yoga. I am a Power Vinyasa teacher residing in the seacoast of New Hampshire. Super excited to share this video with you today because yoga is a very personal journey to me. So much so that at one point I couldn't make sense of a downward dog, let alone ujjayi breath. But you stick with something and then you start seeing. Today, I wanted to unveil to you Road Home's home studio. So come with me, it's really cool. You'll want to come in here, trust me. It took a while for us to get the approval, so this is really humbling. But then again, the whole journey of yoga for me personally has always been humbling me. But we really had to plead our case with our town. We had some neighbors that were really not for it. But what it taught me was if you get clear on what you want, the universe makes that happen. So here we are. Pretty cool, huh? So much work went into this, but it was work that was really effortless. As you see here, like this whole shelf, blocks and mats and towels and blankets. But why I wanted to share that with you is simply because as we really got clear on what we wanted and had really, honored our belief in us and what we wanted to offer and our way to share and serve the world, once the universe really got clear, like, oh, we're not playing, things just started happening. So all that you see, it started coming, deliveries started coming to the house like that. This is actually our home. Road Home in Power Yoga has always been not just some catchy title, that I thought was trendy at the time. The journey of yoga is very personal to me, and Road Home really just symbolizes yoga gave me a sense of home, ease in my own skin, and just a really safe space that I had not really been able to find the whole of my life. I wanted to simply take what yoga gave me, help me find not just a peace with myself, but actually my purpose of what I'm here to do in the world, and bring that out and share that with others. So this space is a space for you to breathe, show up as you are. If you're in a great mood, or you're really struggling, or you're really overwhelmed, or perhaps your whole foundation of life has just been blown, there's a space here for you. We'll hold that space. I can't offer something to you that I haven't had to learn how to do for myself. See, you heal you, and then you're a source to others. So this space is a place where everybody can just throw their mats down, not just learn down dog, not just breathe and strengthen their tree pose and learn how to do warrior two the right way. I want this to be a place where you become a version of yourself that perhaps you've never even known, let alone anyone around you. There's a biggerness in you. There's a biggerness in me. My life had to fall completely apart. I thought that's when my life was ending. That's when yoga found me. That's actually when my life was probably starting. There was a biggerness in me that I never was told about, encouraged to find, or felt. When I found that, I realized that's not me, I'm not that special, that's in you too. Like I said, so much detail went into this space. Renovations like you couldn't believe. We really should have taken before and afters. But everything from the way my partner Maddie designed our brochure, the way that I came up with the logo and what I felt that illustration should be to symbolize Road Home and Power Yoga. all the way to our benches. My partner did some incredible research, and we found a perfect place for people to just park it, take off their shoes, take off their coats, and get settled in. The colors of Road Home, as you can see on the logo, the website, it's that Tibetan sun, that orange and yellow. I chose that yellow, orange mats, orange blocks on purpose. Everything I do has something personal behind it. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't do it. I studied an incredible amount of research and information about chakras. The yellow symbolizes our third chakra. Our third chakra is housed in our core, in our guts. And I don't want you to just walk out of here and feel really like proud of your toned abs. I want that for you, but I want to go deeper than that. I want to get to where your esteem is housed, which is here. And as you strengthen physically, well, it feeds the esteem. And so you stand taller and perhaps take a seat and a stance in your life, personal life. The orange represented second chakra, and that's all about really healing. It's like a very watery, fluid energy, and for me that healed a lot of issues held here in my whole pelvis, hips, buttocks, from a lot of trauma history. Yoga was what held that space for me to heal all of that. Cemented hips, but also just emotionally cemented from the not feeling and not dealing with the pain of those experiences. Had I not gone through that, however, I probably wouldn't have the intuition I do when I teach a class. And I probably wouldn't have empathy and compassion for people finding yoga at a time in their life when, you know, they think everything's coming undone. If you come over here, you'll see like this is where you get to sign in, take a seat, and sign in. And know that you're going to be a part of something really big, but not meant to be intimidating, just awesome when you're a part of Road Home. All that you see here is just a splash of the education behind my work, behind my teaching. Baptiste Power Vinyasa, was really the modality of yoga I used to find empowerment that empowered a part of me to recognize I could heal what I couldn't deal with. I credit Baron Baptiste, the creator of Baptiste Power, because it wasn't about the physical practice, although that's really, you're going to get that. It was about healing to move into wholeness. Also, to find a leadership in myself that I didn't know when I was always following along behind everybody. And just a real sense of owning who you are in your unique self, you know, and really just not fighting that but embracing it. So I have a lot of background here with Baron Baptiste. In fact, I just completed level 1 in Menla, Catskills. Amazing place, amazing training. As Baron says, be willing to be astonished. Aside from Baptiste, I also have a lot of background with Phoenix Rising. I did a few levels of Phoenix Rising up in Vermont. That's really about the metaphysical that comes up in your physical yoga postures. So the emotional. And working with that, working through those emotional blocks, etc. Always, always leading you to wholeness. So it really speaks to any road will get you there. And Sean Korn. Sean Korn was just phenomenal at the time in my life when I found yoga and with what I was working through and trying to make peace with. I have a background in energy medicine, Reiki, shamanic healing, and an incredible old friend of mine passed away really suddenly, and it led me to study mediumship with James Van Praagh, somebody who can be really just the bridge between those who've passed in heaven and those here on earth, still kind of, that world kind of still being stuck. What's great about this, and it's really what my students taught me about myself, my teaching, was Baptiste was like the core foundation for so many things. And then that was like the main ingredient in a cake. And then there's parts of me that also I needed to explore, and I needed to experience Reiki healing several times. That also was a big part of my healing path. Shamanism, so it's all this energy work that was also a huge component to my Power Vinyasa teaching. I want you to take what you want to do and chip away just a little bit at a time. If you have a full-time job and you really feel unfulfilled, find the thing you like to do so that you can serve in your work with positive productivity, even if you chip away a little at a time. Aside from level 1, I did all of this over the years as a single mom with 2 kids. But it can be done. Sometimes you might want to use the bathroom. We have a bathroom here for you. We'll also have a changing room back here. And this video that's playing right now, this is actually an episode of my TV show. I was humbled, once again, to receive an opportunity to have a TV show for yoga. You can find it on, all the episodes go on my YouTube channel. You can also see it on manchestertv.org. It's the Road Home and Power Yoga Show. This is me. But keep in mind that that was not always me. And at one point, none of this was going to be possible. I had some personal work to do in a very, hurtful part of myself that I wasn't willing to go into. And what yoga showed me was I have to go in there because what's blocking my path is my path. If your heart's closed up, then you can't get to what would make your heart thrive, what would feed your soul. So underneath all your pain and all your stuckness and being in your own way, go underneath that. There's more information there. It's valuable because it's vital to you living a life to you that's of quality and of heart. And you want your work to be from here, as well as your intellect and your education. But it needs to be here. So that's it. This is Road Home. It's a small space. There's space for you to be bigger than life. And then take that into your life. Because what's good is it in this room? If you're not going to share your positive feeling, your understanding about self-forgiveness, a deeper compassion, your insights, bring them into your world. Bringing you out here is a training ground for you to teach yourself how to go into your tension and say, oh, there's my work. But underneath that is your spirit. And like I said, it doesn't really matter where you are, who you've been up to now, or where you've been. If inside you know there's something more, I'm meant to be more, or I don't feel good about the way I've been going through life, get awake, get aware, get in here, and you'll find, wow, self-esteem is pretty addicting. And the right things find you because you're aligning with who you are. I'll see you really soon. Thanks for taking the time to watch. Thank you for letting me share. And now come in here so that we can really share something bigger and brighter. We'll do it together. Namaste. Take care.